We move over to the Sunday Scaries, headlined by Anthony Richardson here, Jay. Just cannot throw the ball right now. He only had 129 yards passing because he completed 10 passes, runs for 56 yards, but it's just not looking good for Richardson.
There's a 48.5% completion percentage on the season and a passer rating of 60. Like, it's just not getting better at this point. And I understand that he's young and you have to play him, and in theory he should get better, but we haven't seen anything to believe that improvement is right around the corner. This might be more of a next year type of thing for Anthony Richardson if he's going to flourish in the NFL.
Well, and what he's doing is, in addition to struggling, he's QB 18 as we head into Monday Night Football. Like, he's also killing the fantasy value of anyone around him. I mean, I know Pittman, whatever, but like Josh Downs, like, just did nothing. It was a long list. I mean, we're going to get into some of these other Sunday Scaries, but again, like zeros from Debo, from Jordan Whittington, who we were told were fine, right? Josh Downs had a bad game. Christian Kirk does nothing. We talked about the zero from Tank Dell. Like, it just, it's just a bad day for wide receivers all around. And, A
lot of goose eggs. Going back to Cortland Sutton on Thursday Night Football at 0 points.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you how many people tweeted me screenshots of the team that just like,
zeros.
Look at all these zeros from players that like were legitimately starting.
And by the way, for the stars, it wasn't much better. Listen to this. Tyreek Hill, 1 catch, 8 yards. Devontae Smith, he had 1 catch for -2 yards. Malik Neighbors caught 4 passes for 41 yards. Deontay Johnson caught 1 pass for 17 yards.
All those guys were top 20 plays. We talked on Fantasy Football Pregame that the receiving prop for Tyreek Hill was like in the 50s. We're like, that's crazy. How could Tyreek Hill have a receiving prop in the 50s? This is a guy who routinely got it in the 80s and 90s. And turns out the under was the correct bet.
Unbelievable. It's insane they can't scheme more touches for Tyreek Hill. I just don't understand.
He was blocking on a screen to Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, I don't get it whatsoever. And also, quietly, Devontae Smith, this hasn't been talked about as much as they're 4-2. It doesn't feel like Jalen Hurts is doing much through the air outside of throwing go balls to A.J. Brown at the moment.
No, exactly. That's the thing. I mean, they found success by just giving it to Saquon Barkley over and over again. And I think that's going to be the path going forward. So all these guys, with the exception of Malik Neighbors, I think will be fine. But you have to be nervous about Tyreek Hill, although there's a chance Tua comes back this week.
He'll be back.
Thank goodness. Devontae Smith, I'm with you, more of a risky wide receiver 3 as the Eagles go more run heavy. And Deontay Johnson, they're at Denver this week. Like, Andy Dalton, they put Bryce Young in. My Commanders don't have a good defense, and they shut them down.
Will be back.
Yeah, exactly. So Deontay Johnson probably on the hate list this week as well. So unfortunately, I wish I could tell you better days are ahead, but I don't know that they are. But hopefully if Tua comes back, maybe Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle get back to fantasy relevance. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.